Hey sis, welcome back to Sis You Got This. It's been a minute, I know. I've been quiet across all platforms that I've had. Um, but I don't feel like I'm going to be able to go to sleep until I get this off my chest. I've been up since between 2 and 2:30. I was up with my daughter and then I could not go back to sleep. But I also went to bed early. And when I go to bed early, I always wake up and then I can't go back to sleep. And I've had probably about 10 to 15 minutes of sleep between 2 and now. But anyway, like I was saying before, I've been kind of silent, but I think in me being silent, one, I've been trying to be present and enjoy my summer since I'm not working this summer, since I'm off. And I go back to work in the beginning of September. So I've been trying to enjoy my summer. The other thing is I've been getting a lot of correction from the Most High. And with that being said, I need to reintroduce this space, reintroduce myself. I did the same thing over on Substack this morning after getting some encouragement from one of the people I follow over there. And that encouragement was basically about not giving up. I'm paraphrasing what I said and then what they said back to me. But basically, me telling them how sometimes I want to give up and stop, or I stop and start, what I do because I'm not getting the response that I think I should get. And this is another bonnet video, and I'm sorry, sis, but this is how the Lord be working, okay? But what was I saying? Oh, how I be wanting to stop and start after I don't get the response that I think I should after I'm trying to do events or like when I post stuff or whatever like that. So, and that writer over there said they try to reframe the 99 for the one. And if it's just one, that's enough. And what was funny about them saying that, and they don't know that, is that a few weeks ago, God basically gave me the parable to read about the lost sheep and how he leaves the 99 who are cool to focus on the one, and how heaven rejoices over that. And at some point in my journey in building Sis You Got This and trying to have a business, I let external pressures dictate how I move. And I've been doing that for the last 4 years when it comes to Sis You Got This. And I feel like God was just giving me a redirection. And with that being said, I'm going to tell you who this space is for, and I'm going to try to show up more in this space. But I wrote a little poem, I guess, about who this space is for. So I'm going to read it to you. It's called For the One. For the one who faced abandonment and rejection from her dad that caused her to seek love in places that left her unfed. Heartbreak when she only wanted to be loved, who survived every version of herself and rose above her circumstances. The rose that grew from the concrete when she was watered by Yahweh's love. For the one grieving a life she planned, learning to let go of everything she so tightly holds in her hands. For the one who lets fear and worry consume her. For the one looking for rest. For the one just simply trying to do her best to become who she was created to be. For the one like me. For the one who loved and lost. For the one who people pleased. For the one that disappointment brought her to her knees. For the one who feels alone, who has an amazing community but struggles to pick up the phone. For the one who's just trying to figure life out, I empathize with you because I know what that's all about. For the mother who's figuring herself out after her baby. For the wife who's learning and growing every day and building from scratch. To the high achiever, burnt out perfectionist, learning her worth is not attached to her output, and that's okay. For the one just learning how to focus on today because it's all we really have. For the one learning that rest is sacred, a gift and promise from above. For the one learning to care for her mind, body, and soul. You are delicate, fearfully and wonderfully made, a masterpiece, even when in pieces. I see you because you are me and I am you. Welcome to Sis You Got This because I got you. So this space has been a reiteration process. Like, it's been iterated over and over again, and I've tried to figure out what it should be and how it should be and what my pillars are and what this is, and honestly, I decided that I don't have a niche. My only niche is being human. My only hope is to use my lived experiences, my education, and anything in between to encourage you to keep going, especially when it's hard. And it's for you to be able to take care of yourself physically, spiritually, and mentally and emotionally, for you to be made whole, and to you just to become who you were created to be and find some encouragement into that. And I'm speaking to the woman who was me a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, or even the woman I am now. I'm speaking to that person, and I'm showing up for just the one. So if there's just one, then there's just one. I'm not worried about the algorithm. I'm not worried about going viral. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm just worried about showing up for the one. And whoever that one is, they'll hear my voice. And whatever, from this point out, whatever Yahweh decides to do with this space is up to him. So I just wanted to hop on here, and like I said, I don't think I'll be able to go back to sleep until I release this out, because I released it on Substack as well too. But just telling you where we're going, okay? Um, and until we talk next time, I just want you to remember, sis, you got this, because Yahweh's got you. All right, have a good day.